You ever have that dream and wonder what would happen to Wheel of Fortune if Pat Sajak decided to step down?
Well, no, that's not. I've never had that dream.
But it kind of happened last week. Because here's what happened when they were taping Disney Weeks. There was supposed to be a taping on Thursday. This was Thursday the 7th. There's supposed to be a taping that day, but Pat had to go in for emergency intestinal surgery. There was a blockage. So he had to be rushed in for surgery. It was then announced later that day that Vanna White will fill in for Pat as host on Friday, November 8th's taping. And
now that I did have. I say, why don't you mic up Vanna and have her talk and be a host?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm getting my wish in this case.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be quite interesting, for sure.
Is it just the one episode on Friday, or is it like the whole week?
Well, they didn't tape any episodes this past week. I know they tape a couple of weeks next week, but with what has been reported by the folks at Wheel, Pat is recovering, so I think it's a good bet that Pat will be back for this week's tapings. And they'll probably do and one of the taping for the 7th was going to be a Disney week, and that had to be canceled. So I think one of those weeks is going to be, there's going to be a Make Good Disney week somewhere.
I was led to believe the Christmas Disney week was the Vanna week.
No, because these episodes will be airing December 9th.
Okay. Really? So we're talking like 3 weeks from now?
Yeah.
That's really recent compared to like what they normally do.
Yeah. And because it is Disney Week, there will be special letter people at the board. Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Minnie Mouse.
Chip and or Dale.
Chip and or Dale.
Chip and or... You can't have both. You can only have one puzzle turner.
I don't know. You can get Chip and Dale in there.
Clarabelle Cow.
No.
Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
Yeah. Elsa from Frozen.
You gotta get a Disney princess to show up and...
Yeah, but then again, that might be a no-no because they would upstage Vanna's outfits.
Well, you know what they would do then is they would, if they're going to do Disney princesses, they would do the do those bumpers. The bumpers would be at Disneyland or Disney World.
Oh yeah.
Which is where most of the budget is. Sorry, I want to just be a little mean right now and say I don't like the fact that these bumpers take a whole lot of the show's budget.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that Vanna's hosting this.
Yeah.
Because, like, to a lot of people, their only time they saw Vanna talk or Vanna host was, like, the PC game or the PlayStation 1 game or hearing her talking, like, video games.
Yeah. That's right, Charlie. And welcome to Wheel of Fortune. Player 1, it is your turn.
Sorry, you lost your turn. Or my favorite line, way to go! You did it! But no, I think that's great that they finally gave Vanna the chance to host. I think a lot of... The last time I think they tried that was, an April Fool's episode where Pat was the letter turner and Vanna hosted, but it was only because Pat had, like, he couldn't talk for the day or something.
Oh, that was a bonus round.
So it feels like they are bringing that back. I'm glad Vanna gets to host an episode. I want to see I want to see Clarabelle Cow with Vanna.
Maybe.
I want to see, or just have Vanna go. Well, you know, the problem is though, it's modern Wheel. It's not like the Wheel like the '90s, 2000s Wheel where it's there's a jackpot round and.
But there's a prize puzzle.
Oh, that's going to be great. Hearing Vanna explain the prize puzzle, food and drink. Chocolate hazelnut crepes. Those are delicious on your trip to Paris.
Well, I could have more faith than you do.
Vanna hosting or in?
I have a feeling that in the short amount of time that they had, which was 24 hours, Vanna is best equipped to host.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're not wrong there. It's to me the fear. It's she's best equipped to host because she's been there for all these episodes.
Yeah.
It's to me the only fallback I have is where the show currently sits. The current wheel outlook, the current, because but here is where, even though I'm being very negative about the format, with Vanna now as the host instead of the letter turner, there's a chance that she might actually make the show her own, and because of this, maybe a few episodes of her hosting, it might spark a few people watching out of curiosity of how would she host this.
And it has. It has, and it will.
And I'm curious. I want to know if Vanna, because I think there will be, because personally, I think if Vanna's doing this and she shows excitement more than Pat would, maybe it's a good idea to do a switch up once Pat fully recovers, and you can have them both mic up and both be a host, and one does this while the other does that.
That's
because
usually...
to me, like, if it all comes down to if Vanna can hold the show on her own.
Mm-hmm. And I think she can. And I guarantee that's going to be one of the first changes that happens when Mike Richards takes over next year.
You mean to tell me Mike Richards, the famous showrunner of Price is Right, Let's Make a Deal, the person who gave the models lavaliers so they can talk, that Mike Richards.
Yeah.
The Mike Richards, the one where Tiffany Coyne gets laved up and gets to interact with Jonathan Mangum and Wayne Brady.
Yeah.
As in, the models aren't more than just standing there looking pretty, showing off the car.
Exactly.
He's going to do. You know something? I don't think this is going to work, and the game show community is going to get very mad.
You could say
I'm saying that sarcastically because I want that to happen so badly, and Cyndi, you know how much I wanted that to happen for so fucking long.
The chaos there, you gotta love
it. Just let Vanna speak, and I don't mean Hey Vanna Speaks, the best-selling book,
or the movie Goddess of Love.
Remember when she acted for a while?
Yeah.